complete. We get 2 grand out of that one, out of the 3 that it was gonna pay. And we get 6,900 out of this one. So that's some money in our pocket. And more contracts have come up quite a bit. Something a little different. There's a bale wrapping contract. I do believe we have to buy wrap for that though, so we'd end up with more pallets. Get another hoeing contract for David. More ground that he owns. It's over on the west side, north of Walter's place. We'll pick that up as one contract to work on. Looks like some of the others are getting into harvest season. What do you charge for your lease? Yeah, most of the contract is in the lease. That's not going to make us much. We need a harvester bad. We really do. Because these contracts are lucrative, but you got to have something to work with. Okay, so we've already borrowed the other one. I'm just going to accept this contract, and we'll hit that for Ben. Ben is our classic worker bee, our helper bee. Now we get to help him out because he's gotten a little bit older, and he owns some ground now because he's, invested. But can't do too much of the work himself anymore. So he's hired us. All right. So we get a couple contracts that way going. Let's see what else is good. That rock removal is still open. That's up that way-ish. I wish we had something to put some equipment on and just take several pieces at once, but that's not our capability at the moment. Oh, we're sitting on 11.9. It's not enough to buy a truck yet, is it? See, because all we really need is a nice lightweight truck. Get us started. Even that thing would do it. Now we are going to throw the trailer hitch on there. Always, what's the point? I like my color. Alright, what's a lease on this guy? 1,300? We'll take the lease on the truck. And I've got a trailer in mind as well. It's not huge. It's not powerful. There's a couple other options out there. They're more expensive. Even that one, 25,000. So, we're going to go for the utility trailer 3. We'll just leave everything as you see it here, stock. What's a lease on that run me? 400 bucks. 484. Done. We've still got 10,000 to work with. So now we can take that rock removal contract, borrow his equipment for about half the price of the contract. And be able to run some things over that way. Nice and easy. And we got something to sleep in. Cab of a pickup. So some of the lighter weight equipment we could put on our trailer. We could lease the forks for that little skid steer and be able to load the tank we've got into our warehouse room or into the bed of the pickup for that matter. That gets us set up to take that where it needs to go. We don't have to pick up the rocks or anything. Matter of fact, you can't. So we'll shut her down for the minute. I think we are gonna, before we turn that back in, we're gonna get the forks for it. And see if we can't do something that way. So we got 2 contracts for hoeing and 1 for the rock removal. And still have 10 grand in our hand. Where are we headed? Okay, we're headed up to 13 and down to 90. Well, we're going to get this down to the ferry and then get it on the ferry and get that going like we did last time. And then we'll take and get the truck and trailer going on the other projects. You know, for starting with absolutely nothing, we're not doing too bad. We're up 10,000 bucks. And we paid back some of the loan. And this way, when we finish the one contract, we can finish the other contract right away, too. And still have a vehicle to move around with. Okay. Actually, we're gonna get a hold of those skid steer forks real quick. We'll just borrow them. And then we can return those quick. So unhook that. And the truck and trailer gives us the ability to do some of the log moving contracts and things like that. Lumberworks are available now to us. So we're getting there, building up on things. I think we're going to take that tank and just toss it in the bed of the... That's going to be a thing. Oop, went the wrong way. Cut through here. There we are. Nope, caught the curb. Oh well. We'll be alright. I don't want to say that we're making money hand over fist, because we're not, but we are doing okay. Not the biggest tool in the shed, but at least it's something. Now, we don't need to take this with us, actually. I think we're going to put it in the room we've been given. You know, and the grain mill is investing in our abilities to help them out one day and getting some grain in there. So I think we could put that in there without it glitching through the ground. Interesting issue. But we'll go back to the store and return these forks real quick, and then go on with things. You know, this trailer really needs a way to stop. It's just rolling on down the hill. I don't have any wheel chocks on it. No, the wheel chocks didn't do any good. Really? All right. Okay. That pallet fork can be returned. Gone. Okay. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Whoa. Whoa. Ditch. Come on. It skid steers a little heavy for the trailer. It is back there, isn't it? Yeah. Wasn't in the mirror. Okay. We have to take it easy on towing this thing. It's strapped, so it's not going anywhere, but... Hi, Bobby.